coming up on Film Nerd by Night.
I didn't know if they were going to kind of whiff. They didn't take that direction at all. They established that the pad is the villain. The commentary on how people are when they're on their devices. This big brother society that we're living in, we're in the AI revolution here. This may be the most relevant animated film, maybe ever. I'm all in.
And now, the show.
All right, folks, I'm Cole Powell, musician by day, film nerd by night, and today I'm going to be checking out the full-length trailer to Toy Story 5. Before we get into it, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, click the bell for notifications, hit the hype button, and subscribe to the Film Nerd by Night YouTube channel. Also, follow the Film Nerd by Night podcast, and consider supporting us on Patreon for exclusive perks like early episode access and full-length movie reactions. So, real quick before we jump into this, I was not a fan of Toy Story 4. I thought it was a superfluous exercise. The original trilogy, one of the greatest film trilogies. Just forget this, an animated trilogy. It's one of the greatest film trilogies of all time. It wrapped up in near perfection, if not perfection. And then they say, well, they're going to make Toy Story 4. And I thought this is stupid. Why are they doing this? Cash grab. And they didn't even really... It wasn't even really a cash grab because they released it on Disney Plus, and I don't think they made that much money off of new subscriptions for releasing on Disney Plus. So it ended up being, I felt like an exercise in futility. I did like the whole Bo Peep coming back thing. That was nice, but it could have been done as a special, as a short film like they did with Toy Story of Terror, which I really loved. It was a nice little side adventure that came after Toy Story 3, and then I think they had some kind of a dinosaur thing. I don't know if I actually ever watched that one. And then they did some shorts that I thought were really funny and clever that were able to continue the franchise without really tainting the original trilogy. But Toy Story 4 just did not justify its existence as a full-length franchise film. Well, then they announced Toy Story 5, and I feel the same way. It's like, how much are you going to milk this thing? Then I saw the teaser, and I got to tell you, if it's going the direction that the teaser indicated, I might have to change my mind on this because it seems to be going after modern tech in favor of playing with physical toys, which I think it's definitely a relevant topic. And having 5 kids myself, I have had to limit electronic usage. And when I didn't limit electronic usage, there was some issues in my household with the kids. I think it's a much better thing to get off the electronic stuff and play with physical, real toys like I did. I had some electronics growing up, but it was kind of new and different and special. And now kids, they're basically passed out and had an iPhone in the nursery at the hospital. So if this movie is going that direction, I think I'm going to be all in. So let's see what this full-length trailer is, and I will recap. If you're listening to this on the audio-only version, I'm going to let this play through, a little comment maybe here and there, and then I'll recap it if you weren't able to see the visuals, and then give my opinion on it. Here we go. This is Toy Story 5 official trailer. Let's do it.
Do you, Forky, to Karen Beverly to be your beloved bride?
Yeah! I now pronounce you husband and knife. Poison the maid of honor!
Bonnie, there's a package for you.
Oh, thank you!
Hi there, I'm Lilypad.
Yep.
Let's play.
Oh, extinction! Not again!
Bonnie, screen time's over now.
Okay.
I want to talk to you, device.
Please, call me Lily.
Me and the toys have been working all summer to try and get Bonnie to make friends.
Yeah.
But then you had to ruin
Got
it.
it.
You're not even listening to me.
I'm always listening. See?
Now look here. Me and the toys have been working all summer.
Now in Spanish.
Con las gemelas Jordan. Al otro lado.
What?
Yeah, I got dibs on behind the dresser.
Jesse, hello?
Is it as bad out there for toys as they say it is?
We're finding more abandoned toys each day.
We're down! Tex invaded our house, too.
I don't know, Jesse. Toys are for play, but tech is for everything.
I'm losing Bonnie to this device.
You got a friend.
I like the remix on the Randy Newman track.
Why are you wearing a dress, Woody?
It's called a poncho, Forky.
Someone needs a brown marker.
Halt! Who goes there? Whoa, whoa, whoa! I come in peace.
It's been too long, cowboy.
What are you, some sort of old man toy?
What?
She thinks you're old because you're bald, Woody.
Bonnie needs help from someone at least from the same century. So long, toys.
Yes, we're gonna go full-on villain with this thing.
No way. She's getting away, boss!
Our mission on this planet is to make a child happy.
Bonnie still needs us. Come on, Bullseye!
Buzz, you stay here. I'm going with them.
You don't think I can do it?
No!
Nice poncho.
It's good to see them fighting again.
It sure is.
Okay. Well, I gotta tell you. If you listen on the audio-only version of the podcast, it sets it up. Bonnie is playing. She's used her imagination to play with all these toys, just like we established kids do with Andy in the original trilogy. And she's got this make-believe scenario going on, playing with all the regular characters, Toy Story characters, minus Woody, who's now off with Bo Peep. It's happening in the fourth movie, spoiler alert. And then she gets kitty iPad called, I think it was called a lily pad, which was kind of funny. It looks like a frog. And it's got all this stuff on there, games and whatever, and they show her on it constantly. She's no longer playing with the toys. Her parents are having to put screen time limits on there, and there's this idea, it looks like maybe, okay, they put the limits on there, but what does that mean for her? She's like, her dad says, all right, that's enough screen time, and she's like, okay, and she's still on it, and the toys are they're jealous. I didn't know if at that point in the trailer, if they were going to kind of whiff and make it, well, initially they have a problem with the electronic device, but then it ends up that the electronic device becomes part of them, becomes one of them, and it ends up being this hybrid of, well, electronic devices are part of the play, but then she still plays with her toys too. And they may end up doing that. That may end up being how the film pans out. But as far as how the trailer goes, they didn't take that direction at all. They establish really clearly early on that the Pat is the villain. And it does not want these toys in her life, in Bonnie's life. And it seems like she's trying to get rid of them. And she's gloating over the fact that they're dying because the pad is the ultimate toy and can do all these things. It's not just for play, it's for everything. It's one of the lines in there. And there was some good humorous bits. Some of the humor I felt like was a little forced, didn't quite land, particularly early in the trailer, but the social, current, cultural, technological commentary on the iPad device, even though I know this isn't a real iPad, it's a fake kitty lily pad thing. So most of that really landed, particularly with Jessie trying to approach this piece of technology and bring the grievances of the toys up to this electronic device, this tablet. And the tablet is which is a commentary on how people are when they're on their devices. And then Jessie says, "You're not even listening to me." And then the device says, "Oh no, I'm always listening," which again is another stab at this 1984 George Orwell Big Brother society that we're living in, that we're always on camera, we're always being recorded, we're always being watched, we're always on audio. And then the tablet puts back on screen everything that Jessie said, puts it back to her for her to read it, and then says, "Oh, now we can translate it into Spanish," which is again like we're in the AI revolution here. We can do stuff like that instantaneously. And the kids aren't playing with the toys anymore. And this is true. This is actually happening right now. I know this for a fact because not my kids, because my kids are playing with real physical toys, but other kids that they're around and friends with and hanging out with, they're all electronic devices. They got cell phones. My kids don't have cell phones, but they got cell phones. They got tablets. They got everything. My kids have kitty tablets, but very, very, very limited contact, and I don't think they've been on them in months. But most kids, they're being raised playing with these electronic devices, and old-fashioned toys are going out of style, and that's what this movie is dealing with. And it seems to be taken the stance that that's not a good thing, and I happen to agree with that stance. And then in the trailer, we see that they're in contact with Woody through a walkie-talkie, and they find out from him. We get a shot of Bo Peep. I don't know if she had any lines in there. I have to go back and look. But we get a shot of Bo Peep. We see that he and Bo Peep are out there, and it turns out they're having difficulty because they're finding more and more abandoned toys because all these kids are getting on the iPad. And they were trying to get Bonnie to make friends during the summer, and then she got the iPad, and now she's not making friends because she's on the electronic device all the time. But even the shot of the friends in the trailer that they were trying to get her to become friends with, all of them were also on tablets. And the stance the movie's taken is that that's not a good thing for social development, and I agree with that. I got to tell you, this may be the most relevant animated film that I've seen come out, maybe ever. Part of me is kind of wondering, maybe they shouldn't go there, maybe they shouldn't be too on the nose with the social, cultural commentary, because I generally don't want that kind of stuff in my arts and entertainment. But because this is such a big issue that I've actually seen firsthand, that I have dealings with, it hits close to home because of my children, I'm all in at this point. Like, I think if they play it like this and don't whiff at the end with some kind of, oh, well, actually, it's fine, it's time for the electronics to become the main thing that kids are playing with, or try to make it kind of straddle the fence a little bit and make it kind of like a, oh, it's fine. They can spend half their time on electronics and then half the reward is fine. If they do that, it's probably not going to be the greatest in it. I'm certainly not going to be happy with it. But if they go all in and make this a war against the screen addiction that is getting all of us, I'm not exclude myself here, or parents in general, then this could be a very meaty children's movie that I will likely go see and take my kids to. So, what did you think about this? Are you on the Toy Story 5 train, or are you like I was, thinking they're trying to melt the franchise? There was really no need to go after the third movie. This doesn't look that great. Let us know in the comments. Be sure, once again, on YouTube, to like, subscribe, comment, click the bell for notifications, hit the hype button, subscribe to the Film Nerd by Night channel, follow the podcast, Consider Sports on Patreon for early access and full-length movie reactions, and we'll see you next time.
Film Nerd by Night, created and hosted by Cole Powell. Theme, Beautiful Now, written and performed by Cole Powell, a Random Mind Records production. Section 107 of U.S. copyright law allows for the fair use of copyrighted material for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, parody, or research.